What's going on, everybody? Crypto Headquarters here, and today you guys are going to be getting a different kind of video from me on the Crypto Headquarters channel. In an effort to keep creating daily content that's educational and valuable for you guys, I've come up with a new type of series that I want to do a few times a week on my channel, in addition to the content that you guys are already used to seeing. And this new type of video is just going to be news and updates around cryptocurrency and blockchain that's going to be interesting to you guys and hopefully is going to be educational and help you guys just understand what's going on in the current space. So, as I said, I'm going to be covering 3 news stories that I think are going to be of value to you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy this new type of content on my channel. With that said, I am going to start off with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Consult a financial advisor if necessary. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and definitely comment down in the comment section if you guys have any suggestions on how I should make these videos in the future, as this is kind of a new idea and I'm definitely experimenting with it, and I'm open to your guys' suggestions and opinions down in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and thanks so much for watching. The first news story that I'm going to cover today is actually pretty big news out of Bittrex. So this article comes from CryptoSumer.com and is written by Daniel Xiang. So what this article covers is the news that Bittrex is going to accept USD fiat deposits, according to CEO Bill Shahara. So this is absolutely huge because, as you guys know, there are only a few exchanges that do accept these USD deposits. Currently, the 2 major US exchanges that do accept these USD deposits are GDAX and Coinbase and Gemini. This puts Bittrex in a league with these major exchanges, with the added advantage that Bittrex has and does support over 190 cryptocurrencies, including the 4 that GDAX and Coinbase have, as well as the 2 supported by Gemini. So this is going to be huge for cryptocurrency because as people start to invest and as they see Coinbase as the thing that most people use because it's extremely easy to use and that their friends are using it and it's just an application on their phone that they can understand, people are going to start seeing that there are other options out there, and they're going to say, how do I invest in these alternate cryptocurrencies that I see on YouTube or I see on Reddit or I see on Twitter? But they're still stuck on the Coinbase exchange that only has 4 different cryptocurrencies. So this is huge because it's going to help with mass adoption, and it's going to help people that don't want to go into the technical aspect of buying on Coinbase and then sending it to an exchange. And while this definitely isn't something that's very hard to do once people understand that, and some people might make the argument if they're not going to do the research to understand how to send money from one exchange to another, they probably shouldn't be investing in cryptocurrency. But that's besides the point. This is going to be huge because it's going to allow investors like me and even some of you guys who have Bittrex accounts to totally bypass the whole Coinbase transferring thing and just buy on Bittrex, the exchange itself, so I don't have to transfer anything, wait for the cryptocurrency to go from one place to another, and then wait for the validations and the confirmations to go through. So this is going to be huge in terms of adoption, and it's just going to be huge in creating less friction between platforms. It's going to just allow me to go straight to Bittrex, and if that is the case, then maybe people will start using Bittrex, and maybe Bittrex will see a huge uptick in people using the platform, because as we know right now, Binance has kind of took that over as being, the #1 cryptocurrency exchange that people really like to use, at least that I've seen in the United States. So with Binance kind of taking the lead right now, is this the thing that is going to set Bittrex apart from Binance? And I know in the article they touch on the idea that because Coinbase and Gemini almost have a monopoly on the idea of USD fiat deposits, Bittrex is trying to shake it up, and instead of Coinbase and Gemini, that being the distinguishing factor between them and somebody like Binance and Bittrex because they accept USD deposits and those exchanges don't, we're going to see if this is going to prove to be the differentiator between Binance and Bittrex and other KuCoin exchanges of those nature that have all these different altcoins, if this is going to truly separate them and give them the market share that Coinbase currently has because they do accept these USD deposits. So again, at the bottom here, standards that Bittrex keeps are very high quality, so even though they have a broad selection of nearly 200 coins trading on the exchange, what we can expect with this news is that GDAX and Coinbase and Gemini will likely accelerate their plans to include more coins and trading pairs. We can also expect that other popular exchanges like Binance that do not currently accept fiat bank deposits that may need to retool their platforms as well. Regardless, Bittrex will be a force to reckon with. So basically at the end here, this is really important to understand because with this competition coming into the marketplace, Coinbase isn't exactly going to be able to sit on their hands and just reap the benefits of being the only person that's capable with Gemini to do these USD deposits. So it's going to force good competition within the marketplace in cryptocurrency, and maybe we're going to see, and hopefully we're going to see, new coins pop up on Coinbase in the future due to this increased competition from Bittrex. They also mentioned that Binance is actually might be pressured into doing these USD fiat deposits, just like Bittrex is going to, because just like Coinbase, they are facing this added pressure from the Bittrex platform that they currently don't offer, and that Coinbase is going to have to step up their game as well. So definitely healthy competition within the marketplace. And one thing I will say is that I did notice that people were complaining and people were very skeptical because people have support tickets from over 6 months ago, from months ago, from weeks ago, whatever it may be, the time frame of support tickets open within the Bittrex exchange, and they have not gotten a response from the support team, and they're very frustrated, and they say, you know, how could they be rolling out this huge news update where they're going to be adding fiat deposits, and this is big news. This is not definitely something small that the Bittrex team took lightly when announcing, and how can they do all of this stuff when I can't even get a response for my support ticket because something happened 6 months ago and I lost X amount of money? So that is a valid concern, and I will definitely be interested in seeing how they address that, considering that they are releasing this huge news update very quickly. So definitely on the bottom here, there is a link to the interview where Bittrex CEO Bill Shihara did announce this over on Unicorn Radio. I listened to the whole thing start to finish, and it's definitely very interesting to see what he has to say about Bittrex and where they're thinking about going in the future with the platform. So definitely check that out, and I'm going to go over to the next news story. The second piece of news that I'm going to cover today is one of the more interesting cryptocurrency and blockchain news stories that I've seen in a while, and you can get this story over on the NewYorkTimes.com, and it's also going to be linked in the description of this video. This story is titled "Making a Crypto Utopia in Puerto Rico" and was written by Nelly Bowles on February 22nd, 2018, so 2 days before making this video. So very recent news and a very recent article that I think you guys are going to find interesting nonetheless. So what is this crypto utopia that these people want to build in Puerto Rico? So what this is there are a bunch of entrepreneurs, it says dozens of entrepreneurs that made newly wealthy by blockchain and cryptocurrencies are heading en masse to Puerto Rico this winter. They are selling their homes and cars in California and establishing residency on the Caribbean island in hopes of avoiding what they see as onerous state and federal taxes on their growing fortunes, some of which now reach into the billions of dollars. So these are very, very rich and wealthy men who have made a ton of money off blockchain and cryptocurrency, and now they want to avoid U.S. taxes, and in addition to that, they have a vision of creating a utopia that's based around cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, a whole city in Puerto Rico. So why are they going to Puerto Rico? Well, they are going to Puerto Rico for a few reasons. But before I jump into that, I do want to cover what they have for their plans to do with this wealth. So what do they have to do in this Puerto Rico, in this crypto utopia, and what are their plans to do this? Well, they want to create a new city where the money is virtual and the contracts are all public to show the rest of the world what a crypto future could look like. Blockchain, a digital ledger that forms the basis of virtual currencies, has the potential to reinvent society as we know it, and the Puerto-topians want to prove it. So that's what their plans are in a very general sense. They want to create a city based on blockchain that changes the world and shows everybody else what a crypto future could look like. A lot of this article goes in depth into the people behind it and their stories and just what their some of their thoughts are on what the project that they're doing, and I think this is a great read for anybody who's interested in this, but I'm not going to cover that. I'm just going to cover the basics of why they're going here and what they're trying to build. So why they're going to Puerto Rico, why Puerto Rico specifically and not anywhere else in the world? Well, this is easy because Puerto Rico offers an unparalleled tax incentive. There's no federal personal income taxes, there's absolutely no capital gains taxes, and there are very favorable business taxes, making Puerto Rico a huge destination for people who do want to avoid taxes in the United States. Additionally, probably the biggest kicker here is all of this is true without having to revoke without having the United States revoke your American citizenship, and that is absolutely huge because people cannot just avoid taxes in the United States, fly halfway across the world to another country, and then hope to come back to the United States later without paying their taxes, because the United States will not be having any of that. But in Puerto Rico, you can do this and not pay your taxes and you can still have your American citizenship. So Puerto Rico is definitely a favorable destination for people who have the ambitions that these crypto entrepreneurs have. So now that you guys understand why they're going to Puerto Rico, I'm going to scroll down. There's a lot of information in this article that talks about the people behind this plan, Mr. Pierce, who is kind of heading this whole operation. And if I scroll down even more past all of this, again, this is more information about the people behind it. I want to scroll down to the end of the article where all across San Juan, many locals are trying to figure out what to do with the crypto arrivals. As you guys can understand, the people of Puerto Rico are definitely skeptical on what these new entrepreneurs and people with a lot of money made off cryptocurrency are planning to do, especially since they want to create a Cryptotopia, a city based around blockchain technology, something extremely ambitious. And to be frank with you guys, a lot of Puerto Rican people have never heard of cryptocurrency or blockchain, at least I'm assuming. So this idea has to be very new and very scary for people, considering that these people are just coming down here and they don't know anything about it. So what are these people thinking? Well, we're open for crypto business, said Erica Medina Vicinci, hopefully I pronounced that right, the Chief Business Development Officer at the Department of Economic Development and Commerce. In an interview at her office, she said her office was starting an ad campaign aimed at the new crypto expat boom with the tagline "Paradise Performs." So obviously some people are taking advantage of this, but not everyone is as optimistic as Erica. So others worry about the islands being used for an experiment and talk about crypto colonialism. At a house party in San Juan, Richard Lopez, 32, who runs a pizza restaurant, Estela, in a town of Arecibo, gosh, these are a lot of words that I have not used to pronouncing, said, "I think it's great, lure them in with taxes and they'll spend their money." So while some people do have their concerns with the whole crypto colonialism idea, others say that if you bring them in with the idea of dodging taxes, they'll eventually spend their money here and hopefully boost the Puerto Rican economy. Other people say that people who grew up in San Juan, Andrea Satz, who's 33 years old, works for the Conservation Trust of Puerto Rico, disagreed with these ideas. They say, "We're a tax playground for the rich. We are the test case for anyone who wants to experiment. Outsiders get tax exemptions and the locals can't get permits." So obviously there is some issues with some of the locals do have with these people coming over, but at the end of the day, this is definitely something interesting that you guys, I would definitely recommend checking out this article. It was very well written, and it is definitely offers some insight into some of the things that blockchain technology has the potential to do in the future, whether it's in Puerto Rico in this utopia they're creating, or 20 years down the line, or maybe next year with another ambitious project coming up. So that is the second story that I'm going to cover today. The third and final story and piece of news updates that I'm going to cover in this video is a tweet by Charlie Lee. So if you guys aren't familiar, Charlie Lee is the founder of popular cryptocurrency known as Litecoin. Recently, he did sell all of his Litecoin as to not have a vested interest in the price of Litecoin. That had a lot of negative effects on the cryptocurrency's price, and a lot of people were angry at Charlie Lee for doing that because it doesn't show that he has kind of a stake in the company anymore. And while Charlie Lee's intentions were definitely, I think, for the better, at the same time, a lot of people were frustrated with his decision to sell off his Litecoin, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about another payment processor for Litecoin. So recently, the LitePal official Twitter account tweeted out that LitePal is a Litecoin first payment processor. We envision a cryptocurrency world where Litecoin is utilized by merchants from all over the world. One streamlined, simple, less confusing process. Thank you, Satoshi Light, for creating the Litecoin we all love. So then Charlie Lee says another payment processor for Litecoin. It's going to be a lot easier for merchants to accept Litecoin. The goal of this is basically to create a similar system to PayPal, is what I'm getting from this and some of the other articles that I read in reference to this LitePal payment system. But basically what they want to do is they want to allow merchants, people who sell online, or whatever the means that they sell their goods and services, to accept Litecoin easier than they have in the past. Another cryptocurrency that I've covered on my channel and that I am invested in right now, Request Network, is trying to do something very similar to this, and I did see a lot of people making this this point, which I believe is very valid. Request Network does offer a alternative to PayPal in the blockchain and cryptocurrency kind of network, and I think that Litecoin is trying to leverage the fact that Charlie Lee has around, let's see here, if I click off, 664,000 followers on Twitter, and that Litecoin is on Coinbase, and it's a more well-known in terms of overall market cap and just by the public than a cryptocurrency like Request Network. So they are trying to leverage this in a way that's going to benefit them, but at the same time, I do think that this is a good step forward for Litecoin. The reason I think this is because one of the main problems with cryptocurrency is how the heck do I spend this? How is this going to be utilized? How are people going to actually pay me with said cryptocurrencies that aren't looking at cryptocurrencies all day and are just excited to use it? How does the average person spend this? And this is a good step forward because it is going to allow for mass adoption, and people are going to be incentivized to use Litecoin as it's going to be easier than ever before to send and receive transactions, at least from a business standpoint. So LitePal is definitely going to be an interesting project, but I am looking at cryptocurrencies like Request, which I am invested in because I believe that that cryptocurrency in particular is going to change the payment game for cryptocurrency, and blockchain is going to really be the PayPal equivalency to cryptocurrency. So definitely an interesting piece of news out of Litecoin and Charlie Lee on Twitter, but that's going to be the last story I cover in today's video. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. Thank you guys so much for the overwhelming amount of support recently. We just hit 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. That is a number that I did not believe I would hit as fast as I did, but it wouldn't be possible without you guys supporting me, liking my videos, and hitting that subscribe button. So thank you guys so much for that. I understand that this is a new type of video format on my channel, this whole idea of news and updates within cryptocurrency and blockchain. I really do think this is a great idea and that you guys are going to enjoy this and find value in the educational content that I put out there for you guys. But at the same time, if there's anything that you guys want me to cover, anything that you guys want me to do differently, any and all criticism is appreciated on this channel, because what a better way than to ask you guys what you guys want to see in the content that I produce. So definitely let me know if there's anything different that you guys want to see from my channel, especially with this whole idea of news and updates, because I just want to make great content that you guys enjoy and find value from. So first, I'm going to end off with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. This is my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and consult a financial advisor if necessary. Again, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for the support, and thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.